Kitty.
Wait, go back down. What does that cat look like?
It looks like Phoenix.
Holy shit!
Is that porch cat?
It looks like
It looks
Phoenix.
exactly like the porch cat that...
That's the cat that keeps showing up on our porch.
That is
Yes!
so creepy.
That is... Whoa, dude!
They left
When I
that door
picked
open.
it up, it was over here.
Yeah, Guga Food has an obsession. This obsession is with A5 Wagyu Steaks. So, Micah, have you ever had a Wagyu steak before? Me neither.
I want to.
Well, you may be in luck because there is a Guga gets his steaks usually from Grand Western. There they are.
There's someone fairly local trying to get licensed to breed whatever cow it is. Like it, like
It's the Kobe. It's the Kobe. I forget the name.
but like here, like I want to say like somewhere nearby, like Tennessee or Virginia or something.
There we are. What cow is Wagyu? The Japanese black, Japanese brown, southern shorthorn, or the Japanese polled. So, 4 specific breeds. All of them are Japanese. Japanese black and brown cattle are available in the United States and are crossbred with American cattle to produce American Wagyu beef. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But, yeah, this right here...
Holy cow!
That's what I'm saying. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is getting one of these whole loins here. And...
Starting at $400.
Yes, but it's a whole
Right.
thing that you can slice up into as many steaks as you want. There's that, and then, of course, there's the cheaper Wagyu option, which is Australian Wagyu, which is not as expensive, but, yeah, like right here, these Wagyu skirt steaks are $38. That's not terrible.
Right. I mean,
Right here, look at this.
picanha.
Picanhas, yeah. These are Australian Wagyu, as you can see here. Australian Wagyu is the closest to like Japanese that you can get, but still, I mean, it's pretty insane.
So they just like ship it in dry ice, I guess.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, they do. And basically, all the Wagyu that Guga used to get, he used to get from Grand Western. And I'm thinking about getting some New York strips or maybe something more akin to, something cheaper. Like these right here. These wouldn't be terrible. But honestly, doing that and then babying them. Because, like Guga, I bought a sous vide. You know what a sous vide is?
Nope.
Basically, if you want your steak to be cooked perfect every time, sous vide. Because pros and cons. So, yes, every time you cook the steaks, like you can throw in whatever like seasoning stuff you want in the vacuum sealed bag, and then you cook it, and every time you cook it at 135, and it comes out perfect.
Wait,
every single
So you
time.
cook it in the bag?
Yes.
Oh.
You cook it in the bag, but then after you get it out of the bag, you sear it.
What kind of bag?
It's a vacuum seal BPA free bag.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of plastics wig me out anymore.
They do me too, but this guy is like master chef and everything. So I trust him, and I got the stuff that he did. But every time he slices a steak open, it just perfect. I mean, perfect medium rare, 135 degrees all the way through. Butter, like butter in the mouth, according to what him and his taste testers say. So I can only imagine what an A5 Olive Wagyu cook. I know that he's gonna probably cook one of them sous vide. He has to,
Right.
because it's his thing. But knowing him, he'll probably resort to the coal fire or the charcoal fire grill that he has, which I want one. The one that he has on here, I want one because it is awesome. But I guess let's check out these Japanese A5 Olive Wagyu steaks that Guga is preparing, and let's get into it. Here we go.
This is pound per pound the rarest and the most expensive piece of meat in the world. It's an A5 Olive Wagyu whole tenderloin. This is just impossible to find and buy. The only reason I was able to get one is because I had a steak tournament against the meat mafia, and they have now paid up their dues. If you have not seen
Yeah, that was another thing I saw. He did a competition against the meat mafia, who could cook the better steaks, and he won.
Nice.
And they basically were guaranteeing him, it's like, anytime you want Wagyu, hit us up.
Wow.
And there you go.
seen that video yet, I highly recommend you checking it out after this one, because now the first thing I gotta do is to clean it up. Getting a whole tenderloin like this is way better than buying it already trimmed. Not only is it gonna be a lot cheaper, I'm also gonna be able to use the leftovers for other things. Now the first thing to do is to remove all of the external fat and silver skin. For this I took my time. I want to go nice and slow and avoid by all costs taking out a lot of meat. And every time I could, instead of using my knife, I went ahead and used my fingers. This part is called the chain, and it's gonna be great for some stir fry. We just gotta clean up the external fat.
Yeah.
The head, on the other hand, I also have some great uses for it. Removing it nice and slow is the way to go. In the end, I was left to work on the tenderloin itself. That I went really slow, remove all of the silver skin as much as possible, because once I was done trimming everything, this is what I was left with.
Oh, as you can see, dude knows his way around it. Look at that. That is...
A fully trimmed A5 Olive Wagyu whole tenderloin. This is a very special day. I have never experienced an Olive Wagyu tenderloin, and today we're about to find out how good it really is. So this part right here is the head. I'm going to be using it for a future video. Now the little trim is from the chain that I showed you previously. We're going to be making an incredible side dish with this, because now it's time to reveal the star of the show, as I need to cut these tenderloins into steaks. And as soon as I took my first slice, wow.
Oh, that cross section. Jesus, man. Look at the fat interlay in
Doesn't
that.
even look real.
No. God, dude, Wagyu is just... I've had like Angus, I've had, you know, like just what you would expect around here. You know, your regular everyday cuts of beef. I've had that forever. And when it's cooked right, dear God, is it amazing. But this, dude, this, I can only imagine how tender and how good this is. Especially if you don't mess it up, which I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up, so that's why I want to sous vide it, because...
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Not disappoint. This is marbling at its finest. Cutting out 1.5 inch steaks of this caliber of meat is something I might never be able to do again. It's something that I will never forget, because once I was done, take a look. By far the greatest piece of meat that ever sat down on my cutting board. Since I have several steaks, we're going to be cooking every single one of them a little bit different. And here's how it's going to go down. First, I lay them down on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. This last one will be for a future video. Now that I have them ready, it's time to get it seasoned. I kept it real simple. A good amount of salt followed by garlic powder and freshly ground black pepper. But there's one ingredient that goes really well with steaks, and that is butter. And today I'm going to be making two very special butters. The first one involves this, garlic chips. If you've never had it, you don't know what you're missing. Now to cut this thing, you can use a knife. However, if you have a mandolin, it's a much easier job, because the next thing to do is to render a little bit of the trimmings. For that, I threw about ½ a pound of fat into a non-stick pan. You see, all I'm really looking for is for the fat to render, and that's because I'm going to be using that to fry up the garlic. Because once I was done, I went ahead and saved those fats to make some sandwiches, and immediately went in with the garlic chips. Now here's the key about frying garlic chips. Keep the temperature as low as possible. It will burn super quick, and another tip I can give you is keep moving it. That way they're not going to get stuck to each other. Because once you're happy with it, the next thing to do is to go ahead and strain the Wagyu fat. We're going to be using this to make the compound compound butter. Now to make the Wagyu garlic compound butter is super simple. I first started with a high quality butter, and as you know, the Wagyu garlic fat, as it's hot, it's like this. But if you let it cool down for a little bit, take a look. It becomes solid once again, and that is the next ingredient to be added to this compound butter. I'm also going to be using something that has a lot of umami flavor, and that is this, a cured egg yolk. The next thing to do is to go ahead and mix everything.
He actually showed how to make those.
Bro, like, let's go. I love eggs. I love butter. I love garlic. Yeah, like,
It's the shit, ain't it?
I just eat a bowl of that right now.
Yes! Dude, my man. My man.
Like, I make like a coffee, but like I put ghee. I make butter coffee. I put ghee in my coffee.
Oh, okay. Cool, dude. I've seen Guga make those petrified egg yolks before. Basically, you basically like hard boil them and then shock them in an ice bath, and then I think he said that he like vacuum sealed them and then let them set for a while, and then basically it came out like just you could grate it like a like a seasoning on top of stuff.
That's awesome.
That is unbelievable.
Everything up, and my garlic Wagyu compound butter is now ready. However, we are not done yet. We still got one more. But this one is even simpler, and that's because I'm going to be using this special ingredient.
Miso.
All-purpose seasoning. I first started with room temperature butter, followed by a good amount of that miso sauce. Mixed everything well, and my compound butter is now ready. I cannot wait to find out.
Miso butter and Wagyu egg and garlic.
I mean, those garlic chips, that look pretty good on it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it just is
Well,
like
those, I guarantee those are going to be like a garnish or something. Because I've seen chefs, like Iron Chefs over in Japan make those on like ASMR videos on YouTube. I was just like, I wonder how good this chef is. And you just see him like individually just like flipping the garlic chips over one by one. I'm like, dear God, man, you're fast.
Which one is gonna be better? But first, we gotta make an incredible side dish. And this one, it's also super simple to make. The first thing to do is to go ahead and make a sauce. So into a tray, I put in some soy sauce, followed by Miriam, a tiny bit of sake, some chili paste, garlic paste, ginger paste, and white miso. Now mix everything well and combine these ingredients because our sauce is done. It is gonna be perfect to finish it off the stir fry. Talking about that, the next thing to do is to go ahead and get it seasoned. For that, I went with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. So after mixing everything up to ensure that all of them was fully seasoned, outside we went to fry this up really quickly.
In a wok.
I threw in a little bit of avocado oil into my wok, and as
avocado
you can see,
oil.
this
Nice.
thing is extremely hot. That was exactly what I was looking for, because you see, I'm trying to get a crust on this as fast as possible. Tossing it up and moving it like this will also give it some...
I think that's the same wok that I have. I think I have that exact same wok.
I honestly,
Once I was
I really appreciate that because, like, of all like the oils, like avocado and coconut oil are about the only oils that I even want to go around anymore. I'm trying to cut all seed oils out of my diet.
I hear that, and honestly, that's...
And it's in everything.
Yes. And avocado oil, I really just... I need to just bite the bullet and go ahead and buy like a good size portion of it, because I've been using olive oil, and I've been using you know, I know that he's used grapeseed oil in the past, but I think he's stopped using it. But just oils like that, I don't know. They just don't. For me, peanut oil has always been my go-to when cooking chicken and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I might switch that over. I don't know. When I made my Japanese fried chicken, dude, holy! I never expected it to taste that good. I wonder how it would taste with avocado oil.
Wonder if you could. I mean, I guess there's always. Would it be weird to use tallow to fry it?
No, actually, Guga's
beef and then chicken. I don't know if that would mix well.
I don't know. I wouldn't be afraid to try it. I might try and experiment with that. You know, cook like a small portion of it in the Wagyu tallow that I have up there, and then because the Wagyu tallow is great. I use that on my brisket all the time, and it is a lifesaver. But yeah, I'd have to try it. You know, try the the baseline with peanut oil, the newer one with the avocado oil, and then the really crazy one with the Wagyu tallow. I have to do that.
Was done and happy with the color, I went ahead and added that sauce we just made. As the only thing left to do was to go ahead, mix everything together, and plate it up on a nice beautiful dish. Finish it up with a little bit of parsley, and this is today's side dish. I can guarantee you one thing, it will be the best stir-fry I've ever made. Don't believe me? You just wait and see. Because the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook these 3 beautiful steaks. First, I'll be putting a nice wonderful sear in all of them. Then I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135
Oh, so he's not going to sous vide any of them
But
this
now
time.
that we have everything ready, I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook our beautiful steaks. So let's do it.
He's got the wireless thermometers too. I just got that, the sous vide gun, the one that's good for like searing, like quick searing something. Yeah. He uses it to start his...
Okay, so he's using charcoal.
Yes. That's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a side that's heavy heat, and then there's a side that's cold that you can rest them.
Right.
That's what I like about this. That's what I love about that grill. There you go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo, baby. And let him rest. Yeah. Oh, look at the fibers, dude. Falling apart. Damn.
All right, everybody, here we got
Oh.
our beautiful
Yeah, he's got Angel and, I forget the other guy's name. With him.
steaks today, gentlemen. What you guys think?
Oh, they're beautiful.
And I got side dish. Check out my side
That's
dish.
the best side dish ever. Wow. Steak with a side of steak, yeah?
And for here in the side dish, to break a little bit of the acidity, I have some sushi rice with vinegar and some garlic chips.
Yeah, there
I
they
can't
are.
think of a more perfect side dish for Guga. We got steaks, and more steaks.
As you guys know, I had a big competition with the Meat Mafia. Today, they paid up, boy.
Oh, you made the mafia pay?
Yeah, paid up. You should go watch that video because that was an epic video. Probably one of my favorite videos I've done so far this year. Quick reminder, everybody, my book tour is going on right now. I'll be in these cities for the next few weeks. Love to see you guys there. All links will be in the description. Enough talking.
Okay.
Let's give it a try.
You don't need that knife.
Oh, you don't need a knife at all.
You don't need it.
Enough talking. Let's give it a go. You ready?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
No, that's fire.
Google, wow.
it is so tender. Tell me about the flavor.
Damn.
Leo is in shock.
Wow. You take an insane amount of charcoal flavor. It's perfectly seasoned. So much flavor in every single bite. You have to put such little effort into actually chewing this steak. Hits your tongue and immediately dissolves. This is, you said it best, it's a treat.
This is the ultimate version of my favorite cut of steak.
It is delicious, okay?
We get some rice too?
You get some rice to cut out a little
Yeah.
bit of the acidity. I'm gonna give you also some, so you can have some experience, Leo. Some garlic chips. Now, these garlic chips, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's literally like potato chips, but it's garlic, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
A quick little refresher.
Those garlic chips, they add a nice little crunch to that rice.
They
Yes.
do, right? Isn't it great?
That rice is the perfect counterbalance for the steaks. The little bit of vinegar on it completely washes all that fat out.
Perfect reset right here with the rice. Let's dig in for the second one. Please, let's go. Dig in. Let's give it a go.
right.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
The garlic butter.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
I really didn't think you could do better.
me neither.
What are you doing?
Guys, this steak is like this steak, but creamier, a little bit of a different flavor on it. Definitely got like a buttery feel.
It's garlic, a lot of garlic.
This steak is so soft, it's like you're biting into a cloud.
It's like Jello.
So this one has a compound butter that I used from the fat of the garlic. I mixed it together with some egg yolk. This is phenomenal, everybody.
That's
Which
the one
you
I'm on board for. Like
Yeah,
that
that-
one speaks to me.
That one I probably would say is the one that I'm definitely wanting to just like, whoa.
guys like it better so far? The first one or the second one?
Second one for me.
I go with the second one, but my heart says the first one, you know, just because it's so natural.
Oh,
you know,
come
it's
on,
the
Angel.
traditional
Come
steak.
on,
Listen
dude.
to me, everybody. If you have opportunity to do both, do it.
Exactly. There you
But
go.
I will say this. I would like to try that one.
Yes.
And let you guys know which one is going to be the best. Please.
I want to stop you and say let's go for the side dish, but it's just like I'm gonna stop the steak for more steak. Like this doesn't really feel
Let's
right.
go for the
Yeah,
side
it
dish.
is.
The steak is almost the same thing. Okay, so this one here, it's like a little stir fry. Has a little bit of Japanese flavors to it.
Man, Google, you were not kidding when you said that this video is just the best of the best.
It is the best of the
Oh
best.
my God, I'm so excited.
Cheers.
Wow. That's as good as both of these steaks.
I really like the flavor profile on this side dish too, because the steaks were very traditional, very savory, very rich, but this has like a little bit of sweetness. I also get a little bit of spiciness too. It's delicious. A very nice change of pace from the steaks that we're having so far.
I agree 100%.
Really good.
Enough. I want to try that last one and give you.
You know, whenever I have my procedure done,
Oh,
I
yeah?
think that's got to be the time I get the Wagyu, and I will have to invite you over.
Man.
Invite the people I know over, cook them up, do it right, and just have a blast. Because I don't think I'd be able to contain myself if I'm capable of finally eating steak and not have to worry about choking every 5 seconds.
You guys an honest opinion. Dig in, please. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. Ooh, that one, the richness just punches you in your face, bro.
Ooh.
So different.
The
The
miso
middle
butter.
one's a little bit more savory and sweetness. This one is 100% savory
Yeah, savory and rich.
and rich.
Strong.
Like strong flavor.
That's like you try it, and when you describe it to your friends, you go like this.
But if you had to
You go caveman.
Caveman noises.
pick only one for them to really give it a try.
Wow, he's
with
going
that
the
last
miso.
one,
Going with this.
That one is like a miso compound butter.
That one's killer.
I don't
bro.
know. I might have to figure that out then.
Miso-
because
yeah,
they're-
miso butter.
They're really excited about it.
Oh yeah.
I had to choose one right now. My favorite steak is the middle one.
Hey, Emilio chose
Nah,
chose the
man,
second
I'm
one.
going with this last one. It's too much flavor, you know?
Honestly, I gotta give a big shout out to the Meat Mafia. Thank you for allowing us to give this a try and let you guys know how this tastes, everybody.
Thanks, by the way. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
real
thank
good.
you,
Thank
Gula.
you. Yeah.
No, thank the Meat Mafia. Because I'll tell you one thing, it is the best thing you ever put in your mouth, everybody. Guaranteed. If you have not pre-ordered my book, make sure
Okay.
you do. I'm also gonna be going on a book tour. Here are all the days underneath it. Make sure you come. I'm gonna sign your book for you. We're gonna have a great time, shake hands, take some pictures. If you are in any of those cities, make sure
yeah,
you come
that's
check it
the
out. I
Meat
hope you guys
Mafia
enjoyed this
video.
If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe.
Already
Remember,
so.
everything I use is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
So yeah.
My food YouTube subscriptions are super lacking.
Yes.
I've gone down some rabbit holes watching like chefs and stuff before, but I don't have a lot of food channels, and I think that needs to change.
Guga is one I can definitely recommend. The Meat Mafia as well. They've got some awesome videos. His second channel, Sous Vide Everything. That's the one where he shows like how awesome sous vide is. But then of course there's the mainstays: Gordon Ramsay, Nigella Lawson, Uncle Roger, stuff like that.
I think you showed me a Babish video on here.
Yes,
one time.
Babish.
It was cool.
Yeah, Babish is another one that I would say is a pretty good mainstay. But in terms of just ones who do crazy experiments, and it's like this is where I learned my Japanese fried chicken recipe from, because he tried this recipe and used, instead of bread flour, used potato starch, and it was a world of difference, and I couldn't believe it.
My YouTube subscriptions are blacksmithing, bushcraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
And then I follow Amazon Kitchen because it's like he's cooking in the woods, so it feels like bushcraft.
Of course, yes.
sorta.
But yeah,
Relaxing.
I would say, I know Jason Knight's probably got to be one of your subscriptions. Yeah, I see him posting more and more stuff now, and I'm like, yes, finally. I love that guy. But, all right, everybody out there, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more from Guga Food, feel free to click his name in the title of the video. And I know that in the future, we may do a steak video. I've been promising a fried chicken video. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see.
Nobody's listening. They all got so hungry they never made it this far.
Exactly. They're like, it's like, why am I still talking?
They gone.
Yeah, it's like, actually, I got one for you. Word for, if you're still here, falafel. Don't know why that popped into my head, but yeah. So yeah, falafel, that's
Don't
the
ask
word.
us how to spell it.
Yeah, they'll Google it. Anyway, until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah,
And, of course,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sleepy boy, Asher.
the house hippo.
Yes, and we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.